vowel sounds in French and 20 to 21 consonants and five, accents. But each time you kind of, research about this on the internet, you might find different numbers from on different resources. But this is not really very important information. It's just some general knowledge. Okay. So, but what you need to understand is that you have vowels and you have consonants. Now, vowels are words like alphabets like A, E, I, O, U. And in French, Y is also a vowel. Okay. And one more vowel that is to be added here is the alphabet H. H is a vowel also and a consonant also. I'll explain this a little bit further in detail. But please remember that H, ash or français, it's a vowel also and a consonant also. It is both. Okay. So you have some consonants which are any other alphabets other than your vowels. And why is this information important? Because further now that you're going to learn, pronunciation according to different syllables, it's going to come in handy. So we are not learning alphabet today because alphabet in French is just the same as in English. But basically what we are learning is how to pronounce. Okay. So here you have some exceptions also, like, whatever you will learn in today's session will also come with a lot of exceptions. So whatever you're going to learn today is going to be, the basic rules. Okay. These, this folder that I'm going to provide to you today, it is going to be the standard reference for what is considered typical, but also this will equip you with a solid foundation of what there is in pronunciation. But please don't forget that everything is accompanied by exceptions, and we will come across some of them within this session as well. Second thing that is that throughout this workshop you will see that there are some Hindi and English translations in the document itself, which will help you understand the pronunciation. Okay. So yeah, let's come on to the discussion of les voyelles. Voyelle as in vowels, first of all. Okay. And so, like I told you, you have vowels A, E, I, O, U as in English. Mais en français, la prononciation est différente. In French, the pronunciation of all of these vowels is different. And now you have to separate out, like you have to sideline your English knowledge in order to pronounce correctly in French. The longer you let your English pronunciation interfere with French, the more the chances of making errors. So please make sure that you sideline that. In this class, I have learners of all levels, starting from absolute beginners and absolute newbies towards advanced level. So I'm going to try and adapt this to advanced, to the absolute beginners so that all of you are able to understand well. Okay. So here the first vowel that you have is the vowel A. Okay. Even though you all are on mute, I request you all to still repeat with me on, just, loudly, and stay on mute. And whenever you have questions, you can just raise your hand, which is an option here on the Skype chat. So you have A, which is the first vowel. And this is just the sound as in the word father in English. So it's the A sound. It's never A, it's never E. It's always A in French. So you have la, ma, na, ta, ba, and da, right? And I have tried to create this document using names of some cities or some vocabulary. In this session today, you are also going to learn a lot of vocabulary. So please keep memorizing the words with me. Now, I'm going to ask Dipali. Dipali, could you please unmute for once and try to pronounce the first word written here? Dipali, vous êtes là?
Paris. Oui,
Okay.
oui.
Alors, c'est Paris.
Paris.
Yes. Then,
Oui,
can you please
Paris.
pronounce this?
Saint-Malo.
Oui, Saint-Malo. And then
Carcassonne.
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 Right.
Oui.
And
Laval.
Laval. The L in the end is
Laval.
pronounced. Yes,
Oui,
Laval.
Laval.
Thank you, Dipali. Can you please go back on mute? So here you have the names of some cities. Okay. Paris. Everyone else can also repeat with me. See, I told you that this is the sound of A. And likewise, this is Paris. Why am I not pronouncing the S in the end? Is because the consonant in the end is not pronounced in most cases. So you're going to say Paris. Okay. Also, the R sound, which is a very common question among many learners, I'm going to take it up also in just a bit. Okay, so this is Paris for now. This is Saint-Malo. That's another city. And you have to say Saint-Malo. It's the R sound here. Okay, and the T I'm not sounding here again because it's a consonant. Then you have the next city name. It is Carcassonne. I'm pronouncing the R in a different manner. It comes from the throat. It's like I'm scratching my throat saying Carcassonne, Carcassonne. So you can also practice all of this. I'll give you tips to practice this in a while, but right now let's just concentrate back on the pronunciation of A. Therefore, this is A, Carcassonne. Okay. I hope everyone is repeating loudly at their end, even if you're on mute. Okay. Please make sure you do. Further, you have the sound la, val, laval. The L in the end is sounded because I'll give you a rule that the alphabet C, R, F, and L. C, R, F, L. These four alphabets, if they are coming in the end of a word, they are pronounced. And hence you will say laval, not lava. Okay. Next is a very important sound that you need to pay a lot of attention to. This is where a lot of learners make mistakes. So I've highlighted it in different color. Please make sure you repeat it correctly with me. This one is the sound of A. This is the sound of A. And it's not A. So, for example, in English, you have the words please, these, cheese. So this is not please, this is not cheese, sorry, this is not these, and this is not cheese. It's not A in the end, right? The sound is ending on the previous z itself. Please, these, cheese. A ka sound to nahi aa raha hai na? So likewise, it's the same thing in French also. So you have to say le, me, ne, te, b, and the. Instead of saying le, me, ne, te, be, de. That's wrong. Or instead of saying li, me, ni, ti, bi, di. That's also wrong. It is the sound of le, me, ne, te, b, de. And hence, here I have chosen some city names. I've chosen some city names which you are going to try and pronounce. Okay. So you have the first one here. I told you that this is a. So you will not say Lille or Lily. It is going to be pronounced as Lille. It is a city in the north of France. Lille. Similarly, you have this. Here you have a, and this also is an a. Two times you're getting a. So also one thing I want to highlight here is that French pronunciation is nothing but breaking and joining the different syllables that exist. In this session, you will learn what syllables exist in French, which are pronounced in a particular way, and how do you break them, how do you identify them, how do you join them, and finally, how do you pronounce them, right? So here you have the first syllable coming as gr. Now it's not that, I mean, I actually went through a lot of practice to kind of, work through identifying the syllables. So it's not that you will get to identify the syllables just immediately, but this requires experience and practice. Okay. So I am able to identify my first syllable in this word because of the practice, and you will also do the same. So this is gr, my first syllable, and this is the sound here. So gr. And this is no, which is my second syllable. And my third syllable is blur. Blur. So I'm going to join. I broke it and now I'm going to join it. Grenoble. 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 Right? That's another city in France. Next one I'm going to pronounce, again, this one is a. So I'm going to sound it as Nice. Nice. The I is the sound of E in French, so it's Nice. This one I'm going to pronounce as Li. First syllable is Li. Second syllable is bour. And third is n. Libourne. Libourne. Right? Next one I'm going to pronounce as, this is my first syllable. It should be tu. It should be second syllable lu. And my third syllable should be z. So it becomes Toulouse. Toulouse. Another city name that I have selected here is Limoges. Limoges. The S in the end is going to remain silent because it is a consonant. So please don't sound it as Limoges, Limoges. It's Limoges. Limoges. Another one here is, now I'll ask you people. I'm going to ask Ravneet. Ravneet, could you please unmute and try to pronounce this?
It should be pronounced as Cannes.
That's right. So this is Cannes, okay? The Cannes Film Festival that you hear about, which is held in France every year. It's actually not Cannes, it's Cannes. This is the R sound. Sorry, this here is the R sound. The S will remain silent and this is Cannes, okay? Then I'm going to ask Jayanjali. Jayanjali, could you please unmute and try to pronounce this? I don't know if she's there.
Yeah. L, M, N,
No. Uninstall, Jayanjali. This one here. This word that I have selected.
No,
It's the same.
not.
Nonth. So the sound is, this is a. Okay, there's no A here. That's the thing I'm trying to focus on. See, this alphabet is always a. जैसे कि please होता है, these होता है, cheese होता है. There is no please, these, cheese, right? Similarly, in French also, it's going to be nonth, and the last S is kept silent, right? So this is nonth. Now, Jayanjali again. Try to pronounce this.
Wrong.
So, okay, good try actually, because en ka sound French mein is but this here is E-double-N-E, which is going to be pronounced as N. Okay, so you're going to say Rennes. Please say that, Rennes. Rennes. That's all of these are cities in France, okay? Rennes. These are all cities in France. Now, coming on to the sound of E. Okay, so E is a long E. It's not a short E. Okay. So, for example, like in my name, it is different. Like my name is Divya. Both the E's that you get are short E's. So it's different. That's the short E. But this E in French is long. I'll give you an example. When I was in France, people therein used to call my name as D and then again Via, Divya. For them, because E and E, I and Y, both the alphabets, they are long E. And for them, the pronunciation used to be Divya. So you can just remember it like this. And you have Li. This is me. This is Ni, T, B, D. All of them are long. So that is why I pronounce this as Paris. E, long. Okay. This I pronounced as Lille. Not Lille, but Lille, the long one. Okay. Then this one is another town, a very beautiful town in France. This is called Albi. Albi. This is a very beautiful town nearby Toulouse in France. So this is Albi. Now, can someone try to pronounce this? Here, the Z and T both are pronounced. Last के ना ये T और Z दोनों को हमें pronounce करना. This is an exception. So this has E का sound here also and here also. Can you please try pronouncing this? Anyone can unmute and try.
Biarritz.
That's right. Biarritz. Biarritz. So you're getting E ka long sound here. Biarritz. Next is O. Okay. So this is O, same as in English. Lo, mo, no, to, bo. Right. And likewise, now here you have some city names that I've selected. So who would like to try pronouncing this? Go ahead.
Bordeaux.
Okay. Bordeaux. So this is the sound of O, and you're saying Bordeaux. Bordeaux. Also, this E, A, U, and X, this combination is actually a syllable that exists in French, which will come a little later for those who don't know. Everything is there in this PDF. So this is Bordeaux. Okay, this is a city in France. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Can you try pronouncing this? The S is not sounded. Whatever I've turned into red is silent. Okay, so what is this? Comment prononcer ça?
Orléans.
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 Okay. La prononciation, c'est Orléans. Yes, AN is on, okay, which will come a little later. So this is Orléans. Orléans. Yeah. That's
Orléans.
another city in France. Then this one,
Rodé.
Rodé. That's right. Rodé. So EZ is A.
Rodé.
It would also
Okay.
come. Yes.
Rodé.
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 Yes. EZ is A. Okay. Then next one.
Grenoble.
So this is gr. Gr. You remember the second vowel that I told you? This is not E. It's not A. It's A. Please, a lot of attention to be put on this one. मैंने इसको separate color में इसीलिए किया है so that you can pay more attention to this one. This is not E. This is not A. It is just A. हिंदी का पहला alphabet. A. So this is Grenoble, not Grenoble, not Grenoble. It's Grenoble. Okay. And here also you have A. Now next one is
Limoges.
Limoges. That's right, Limoges. Okay. So these are your some of your vowels. Okay. You also have U. Okay. U. This is slightly sudden. You're not saying you just like in English. You're saying U. U. Okay. So it's kind of sudden. So for example, you have lu, mu, nu, tu, bu, and du. These are the U sounds. So accordingly, would you like to try and pronounce this?
Lune.
Lune. That's right. Lune is the word for moon. This PDF contains a lot of new vocabulary as well, new and old vocabulary, obviously. So try memorizing some words. So, okay. Then now I'm going to pronounce. You can all go on mute. Okay. And you can repeat. So this is nuage, nuage, which is a cloud. Dur, dur, which is for hard. Musique, musique, music. This is a word. Rue, rue. So R again comes from the throat, but if you're not able to pronounce it just exactly, कोई बात नहीं. अभी के लिए you can try with rue. That's fine. R को हल्का सा pronounce कर लीजिए. That's completely okay. Natives will be able to understand. So rue, which is the word for street. This is rue. The S is not sounded. Rue, which is juice. Next is nu. Nu means naked. Future, future, future. Culture, culture. In this word, a lot of people make mistake by pronouncing culture. It's not u, it's u. Culture. Both the times you have u and u. Culture. So that is culture. Mur. Mur means a wall. And the next vowel that you have here is Y. Its name is Y. Its sound is E, not short. It is long. Just like, I told you that French natives would pronounce my name, Divya. So it's E long sound. So you have some words here. Répétez avec moi. Physique. Physique. That is a figure. Then you have pyjama. Pyjama. That is pajamas. Gymnastique. Gymnastique. Then mystère. Mystère. That is for a mystery. Typique. Typique. Typical. Système. System. System. Stylo. Stylo is a pen. And cyclisme. Cyclisme. That is for cycling. Now, at this point, I'll take a little pause and ask you all if anyone has a question, anything, and you want me to repeat, please unmute and ask. All good? Things seem simple here? Okay. So pronunciation is literally like imitating me. Yes, please, Anirudh.
So I'm a little bit confused with this E pronunciation.
Mhm.
So for example, we have a word, I'm not able to. So is it Grenoble? It's not Grenoble.
Grenoble. Gr. का sound है. Grenoble.
Okay. So it's not a slight a,
No,
like
not at all. Not at all. Okay, it's Grenoble, Grenoble. Okay.
Like for example, the word is effarouché, so it's effarouché.
What word could you please write it on Skype chat?
Yeah. I'm not able to. Yeah.
Please.
Just a
Sure.
moment.
Sure, please. Okay. I think Ravneet also has a question. Meantime, I'll ask her.
Yes.
We, Ravneet.
The pronunciation of I and Y is same.
Yes, it is. No difference. Okay.
And I
But it
just saw
doesn't
the
mean that you
spelling
can
of
use them. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can use them interchangeably. वो spellings fix रहेगी, okay?
yes. And
Yes.
in the spelling of culture and future, we had a
Hmm.
E in ending of the
No,
culture, but not future.
not in the future. That's right.
So what is the
Okay.
concept here?
Nothing. Just that it's a spelling. It's a fixed spelling. You're learning a language, so there's no logic, okay?
Okay, thank
Fine.
you.
Okay, there, yeah. Okay, so yes, Anirudh, your word, the word that you wrote is effarouché. Yes, the reason for this pronunciation is that when you have double F or anything like E double T, E double N, it changes to N, M, F, Et, like that. So in that case, it changes, but otherwise it will remain this same only. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Voila. And then also you wrote another something, I guess. Efficace, is it?
Yeah, efficace. So the pronunciation is
Efficace.
not efficace, right? Efficace.
Efficace, that's right. So it's not efficace, it's efficace because you're getting like this vowel, later on 2 times, and hence it changes to e. Okay. All right. Alors
Okay.
maintenant, je
Okay.
vais tout de suite, oui, je vais tout de suite progresser. There's a lot to cover today. Okay. So you have
Sure.
la liaison. You have two concepts. You have la liaison, and another is l'élision. Now listen to me very carefully. I said la liaison, and I said l'élision. Okay. So la liaison is nothing but the transfer of a consonant sound to a following vowel. ऐसा होता है कई बार कि दो words आए आपके पास, ठीक है, two words in which the first word is ending in a consonant and the second word is starting in a vowel. तो ऐसे में हमने क्या करना है, we will simply just transfer. Otherwise क्या होता है, ये ले होता है, this is ले, and this should be आमी, तो ये हो जाना चाहिए ले आमी. But because this S is a consonant and this A is a vowel, and if there are two words coming together in this manner, in such a case, what happens is that you transfer the consonant sound onto the vowel sound. And hence it does not remain le ami, instead it becomes le zami. Z, the sound of Z gets transferred, le zami. So that means the friends, the liaison is done here. Another case is le, and then this is om. Now, otherwise, again, you should be saying le om, the men, okay? But because this here is a consonant and this here is a vowel, and H is also a vowel, like I told you. So ऐसे में क्या होता है again, les-om. The consonant sound is pronounced and it becomes z, les-om. I hope everyone is repeating at their end. Also, in l'élision, in the example with l'élision, what happens is that the friend, if you want to say the friend, singular form में, तो in such a case, what happens is ल आमी नहीं होगा, ला आमी भी नहीं होगा, because आमी is starting with a vowel, and hence this ल and la, it will automatically change into L apostrophe. The first vowel, the ल or la वाला जो आपका E या A वाला vowel है, it will go away. Instead, you will put an apostrophe over here. And इसकी वजह से होता ये है कि ये combine हो जाती है sound and it becomes la, lami. And a lot of students make a mistake of saying la ami, la ami. That is wrong. You have to say lami. This gets combined with the next vowel. Similarly, when you want to say the man के लिए, you will not say la om. Instead, this will become lom, because the H was already silent as it is given. It is a, H doesn't have any pronunciation. So you are going to combine it with the O that is following. So it becomes a lom. Instead of saying lom, you will say lom. Does anyone have a question for me here? I believe this is clear. Then now I want you to understand the concept of, ash muet and ash aspire. There is two types of H in French. One H is a consonant Another H is a vowel. Okay, so this is something that most of you would not know, but this is like a very important information that ash mue hota hai, ash aspire hota hai. Ash mue is a vowel, is a vowel, whereas ash aspire is a consonant, it's a consonant. So with ash mue, you have to do liaison and elision both. Liaison yani the transfer of consonant sound onto vowel is done, and elision yani ki this L apostrophe thing is also done with ash mue. So for example, you have abi. Abi means garment, not habit. Okay, please mind you. So in these cases, you will have to make it lom, L apostrophe ke saath lom, and L apostrophe ke saath abi. So it becomes labi, labi as in the garment. But in your ash aspire, the consonant, there is no liaison and no elision. This is an important rule to remember. So this is for other words like Omar, which means a lobster, Ibu, which means an owl. Okay, so how do you identify, how do you recognize is the question here. Students ask me this, how are we supposed to know that whether this one is ash mue or ash aspire? See, the thing is that why some words are considered into ash aspire is because those words have an origin that is either Dutch or German or English. Okay, these words originally in French, they are borrowed from Dutch or German or English origins. And hence they are considered to be ash aspire. That means with them, you don't do liaison, you don't do elision, you put le ibu, okay, le Omar, like that. And there are other words which come under ash mue, which are originally of the French, origin. They come from the French language itself. And hence they will take, for example, om. So it will become lom, not le om. It will become labi, not le abi. Here also you have some examples. Le omar, it will not be with a liaison because omar is ash aspire. Le ibu, again, you're not going to say le zibu. That's not right because again it is ash aspire, the owls, the lobsters. Here, le omar. So the D here is silent, okay? Le omar. So again, ash aspire. But here you were doing lami and lom because this is not ash aspire, this is ash mue, mute. Le ibu and le handicap. The P is sounded here, le handicap. So you can't say lhandicap. So I told you the reason, but again, question फिर भी यही रह जाता है कि how are we supposed to identify? Okay, the simple answer is that here in this link that I have added today, you will go through. There is a list of ash mue and a list of ash aspire separate, and this needs to be memorized. There is no other way. You just have to memorize this. All right. At this point, if you have a confusion related to the liaison, elision, ash mue, or ash aspire, please tell me. I can clear it.
Can you please explain the concept of ash aspire again?
Okay, sure. See, ash aspire is nothing but usually what happens is that when you have a vowel with it you have to put L apostrophe. Okay, L apostrophe for meaning the article the, the lagana hai, the lagana hai agar, so you will put L apostrophe with it. So that is why here it is becoming ash mue, not ash aspire, you're putting ash mue. So in these cases, lami, lom, etc., this is how it works. But in case of ash aspire, these were ash mue, the first ones. These three are ash aspire. In these cases, actually the words Omar, Ibu, handicap, these are not words of the French origin. They are words of either the Dutch or the German or the English origin. They are borrowed into the language French. And that is the reason that they're kept in the category of ash aspire. And with them, you cannot put L apostrophe and you can't make it Lomar, you can't make it Libu, you can't make it Lhandicap. Instead, you have to keep it Le Omar, Le Ibu, Le Handicap. And in plural form also, you cannot do the liaison. Liaison ki jagah, you have to just keep it Le Omar, Le Ibu. You don't have to say Les Omar, Les Ibu, Les Handicap. No.
Okay.
It is Le Handicap. Yeah. Yes, please, Jasmeet.
Like, ma'am, we don't pronounce the consonant like, but in handicap we pronounce per. So
Handicap.
we just
Not
remember
handi. Yeah.
handicap. We just need to memorize.
Hanji. So, like I mentioned at the beginning itself, that the consonant, 98% of the cases, the consonant in the end coming in the end is not pronounced. But there are still those 2% cases wherein it is pronounced. So every time, see, like I mentioned, ki exceptions to आएंगी ही. Like I'm making it clear कि ये pronunciations हैं, but at the same time you do have exceptions, and a lot of pronunciation you also come at ease with it through listening. When you listen to the authentic French, so for that you will need to listen really. Videos देखिए चाहे, okay? I'll send you some resources later, okay? Voilà, d'accord. Maintenant, nous allons progresser. So I told you that here in this link, I have added some resources for ASH-MUE, ASH-Aspire documents so that you can kind of, study them and understand better the concept. Okay. Now I'm coming on to the accents. Accents are another challenge, but they're very easy. Okay. So these are les accents. Okay, les accents as in accents. So these are accents as in, they are either these, slanting lines on top of the E or A, okay, or they're like dots or a cap. These different types of accents that are used, and they're not used for decoration. They actually have a very important purpose. Please make sure that they are put in correctly. You can't compromise on their placement. Okay, so you have, for example, see, basic kya hota hai when you have a. Okay, this is the most basic one. This is this doesn't have any accent. Okay, so all of these words that I have selected here, I would like Anirudh to please read them. Anirudh, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Okay, chaise.
Oui, chaise. Now notice everyone here, it's not chaise, it's chaise. Why is it chaise? Because I already told you that this alphabet is A. I am again laying a lot of stress on the fact that this is A and not A. So please mind you that this is chaise, chair ke liye. Okay, next word, Anirudh.
Plage.
Plage is a beach. Next one.
Wheel.
Ville, that is a city. Next one.
Arbre.
Arbre, that is a tree. Next.
A lettre.
Lettre, which is a letter. Après ça, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Fenêtre.
Fenêtre, which is a window. Après, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Rêve.
Rêve, which is a dream. Dream as a noun. Then next one.
Visible.
Visible, which is visible. Next one.
Montre.
Montre, which means a wristwatch, or it also is a verb, which means to show. Next one.
Is it montre or montre?
Montre. It's un. Un ka sound hota hai. Un, closed un. Yes. Montre. Okay.
Yeah.
Then next one.
Montre. Regard.
Regarde, that is to watch. Next one.
Visite.
Visite, that is right. Okay, so these are all words. All of you notice that this is not regarder, this is not montrer, this is not visible, this is not visiter. All right, very important attention to be paid here, because also if you make a mistake in this sound, आपका सारा का सारा grammar और आपका सारा speaking ruin हो जाएगा उसकी वजह से. I'm telling you this already, and this is an important sound to pay attention to. Voilà, maintenant nous allons progresser. The first accent that you have is accent aigu. Accent aigu. Acute accent hota hai ye. Accent aigu. It is put on the right side, like it is inclined over the right hand side on the alphabet A. A के ऊपर ये लग जाता है, तो ये A का sound देता है. This is the sound of it. A. Now this is A. Okay. So this A in Hindi, if you want to refer to that. So likewise, can someone try to pronounce this word, please? Anyone can respond.
Me?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you here? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is this sound?
It's A.
A. So likewise, this should be?
Fe.
That is right. So even if you look at another E इसके बाद, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये E में F में change हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. ये फे है. This is a word for fay. Okay. Fay is a fairy. Okay. Now try pronouncing this one.
Ete.
Ete. That means summer. The season summer. Next one.
Poupe.
That's right. Poupée, which means doll. Okay. Next one.
Santé.
Santé is a word for health. Next.
École.
Again.
École.
What is this?
École.
What is this? A.
A.
Clearly आना चाहिए ये बहुत clearly आना चाहिए A. not E. It's école. École. Say that. All right. École, right? I'm sorry, I'll have to put you on mute because it was noisy. Okay. École, which is a school. Okay. Next word. Yes, please. Anyone can respond.
Ménage.
Again. Yes.
Ménage.
No. What did I tell you? It is the sound of me. Yes. Notice everyone that this is not a. There is a difference between a and a. 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 You notice the difference? So this one is here is not menage, it's ménage. A का sound है ये. A as in English का first alphabet A, B, C when you say A. So it's that sound. Is that clear? Yeah. So now coming on to the first further one, you have the next accent, which is accent grave. Accent grave is its name, grave accent. And this one is put on the left hand side, like left पे inclined होता है, opposite है. So you notice that this one was on the right. And now the next one is on the left side. Okay, so it can be put on this alphabet and it can also be put on A, and the pronunciation remains the same as A only. So this one is a preposition to, at, and in, whereas when this comes on top of the A alphabet, it becomes A. There is no change in pronunciation in this case, but when it comes on top of this alphabet, it is A. A. Right? So likewise, how do you pronounce this word, please? Also, I remind you that her is not sounded. So th is not th, it's the. Th in French is the. Please try pronouncing this.
Them.
Them, that's right. Good. That's a theme. Next one.
Creme.
Creme, that's right. Cream. Next one.
Pear.
Pear, then
Mare.
mare, then
Frère.
frère, that is a brother, and
Trait.
also a lot of students have a habit of putting a, दूसरी side का accent लगा देते हैं. That's a spelling mistake. And it is not très, it's très. You don't say très bien, you say très bien, très. Okay. Come on to the next one. That is a chapeau. This is an accent called chapeau. Chapeau का meaning होता है cap, ऐसे triangular ऐसे cap लगा होता है कुछ alphabets के ऊपर. कौन से alphabets के ऊपर? It is only put on top of alphabets A, E, O, U. इसके अलावा there is no sixth alphabet on which it is put. It is only put on these 5 alphabets. Right? So I'll tell you what. When this accent is put on top of A or A, it shortens the sound. It makes the sound sudden for A and E. It becomes A and E. Earlier it was longer. So likewise, you have A ke case mein, this one. Can you try pronouncing this, someone?
Age.
Age. Yes, that is age. Very, very minute difference, but it is a part of the spelling. So it's age. Next one. An. That is a donkey. Next one.
Kala.
Kala. This is the k sound. This also I will explain to you this in this lesson only ki k kab hai aur sa kab hai. Okay, I'll come to that in a while. So this is kala. Kala means a hug. Okay, next one.
Gâteau.
Gâteau. It's a sound, very sudden. Gâteau. That's a cake. And
Château.
chateau. That's a castle. Okay. Come on to the next one here. See, I told you that on these 2 alphabets, it makes the sound sudden, makes the sound short. Whereas for the remaining 3 alphabets, there is no change in pronunciation, no change for others. So it is just a part of its spelling. People ask me if there is no change, then why do we have to put it? Why is it there? The thing is that French is not just purely French. Also, a lot of words have been borrowed from a lot of other languages, or, they have had latent origins in certain ways that, all the history because of which the words are spelled in a certain way, or maybe they are preserved from other languages in a certain way. So the accent did not go away. This chapeau remained. That's the thing. So that is why here you have a, which comes with a chapeau, and likewise this word here. Can you try pronouncing this? Sorry, I actually, had to continue it with this part and then come to the next one, but that's okay. You can just pronounce this with a short sound. What is this? Yes. Jasmeet, you were right. It's called
Pêche.
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 Pêche is a word for fishing. The activity of fishing is called pêche. Next one, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Forêt.
Forêt. Forêt. Listen, everyone. The T here is silent. Okay. Forêt. Forêt. That's a forest. Next one.
Fête.
Fête is a party, a festival. Next one.
Bête.
Bête, stupid, beast, or animal. All of these three words. Then
Tête.
tête is a word for head. Okay. Voilà. Maintenant, vous avez la prononciation de I. This I told you is for the remaining three alphabets, no change. Now coming to this one. So you have this word, there is no change. It will be pronounced as il. Okay, il. Next one is the name of a city in France towards the south near Montpellier. It's named Nîmes. Nîmes. And next one is mire. Mire is a word for peace. And the next one is dîner. Dîner, which is a word for dinner. Okay, or to dine also, to dine as in a verb. Okay, then you have O, which also has no change in its pronunciation. And so you can all pronounce with me, côte. Côte is a word for a coast. This is hôtel, a word for hotel. The H is silent, hôtel. Rôti. Rôti is a word for roasted. Then you have bientôt. The last T is not sounded. Bientôt. Soon. And the last word here you have is chômage. Chômage is a word for unemployment. You also have the U alphabet, which takes a chapeau. Again, there is no change in its pronunciation. And so you can repeat with me. Nu. Nu, which means naked. Mûr. Mûr, which means ripe. Sûr. Sûr, which means sure. And there's the word goût. The T is silent here. Goût. O use the sound of oo, okay? So this means taste as a noun. Another accent in French that exists is the diéresis or le tréma. Tréma. Tréma en français, le tréma. This tréma is nothing but this, double dot that come on, these vowels here. So the accented vowel must be pronounced distinctly from the vowel that precedes it. Like earlier, see, for example, you have this word. Isko kya bolte hain? Can you please pronounce it? Anyone can respond. An instant. Qu'est-ce que c'est? But in French is called?
Mais.
Mais.
Yes, this is me. Because this A and I is a combination of two vowels pronounced a certain way. It is called A. So it is me. Me means but. Whereas in case when you have like the second alphabet, when it gets a trema on top of it, in that case, the two vowels will not be pronounced combined. Okay, they will be pronounced separately. And now this becomes mais. Mais. S is also sounded in this case, mais. So me is a word for saying but, whereas mais, which is with a similar spelling, however, there's a trema on top, this becomes maize or corn. The word is entirely different, pronunciation-wise, meaning-wise, spelling-wise. Now, can you try pronouncing this word?
Noël.
Noël, that is for Christmas, Noël. And this one?
Knife.
Knife, which is a word for knife. Okay, masculine form of the word knife. Okay, now you have another accent. Till here, if you have any questions, please ask me.
There is a word M-A-I with trema S, so pronunciation will be mice.
Mice, that is right.
Mice. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, nous allons progresser maintenant. We are going to move next. This is c'est Dieu. C'est Dieu. C'est Dieu is an accent, also called the cedilla in English. So this one is nothing but this only comes on the bottom, at the bottom of the alphabet C, just like a tiny little 5 over here. I can kind of try to zoom in and you can look here. Visible? It's kind of a tiny little 5 put at the bottom of C, right? And it does nothing but changes the k sound into sir. Changes the sound of k into sir. Okay? So for example, you have this word. Vous pouvez prononcer ça? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Garçon.
Garçon, which is a word for boy. Garçon, also not garçon, it's garçon. Garçon. Okay. Next one. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Français.
Français. Français, which is French, yes. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Leçon.
Leçon, which is a word for lesson. Then qu'est-ce que c'est?
Maçon.
Maçon. That's right. You remember the sound of A? So this becomes a maçon. That's a mason or a bricklayer, right? So these are the words here. Now coming on to where do you have to pronounce it as k and where do you have to pronounce it as s is very important to understand because ye confusion aata hai kayon ko. So see, the thing is that this CA, there's no accent here. So you will pronounce it as ka. Okay, whereas when in this you put this accent below it, it becomes a sa. Ka and sa. Here, comment prononcer ce mot? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Prononcez ça, s'il vous plaît.
Caramel.
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 Yes. Canard, cahier, carte, right? However, you have sa. Effaçable. Sa ka sound ho jayega yahan. Effaçable, which is erasable, something that's erasable. This is ça va, which means all good. Right? Then you have sir and you have C. Now please note here, I've put these in blue separately because in dono ka na sedyo wala form exist nahi karta hai because this in itself is sir and this in itself is C. You don't need to put any accent to make it sir and C. This is a rule in French. I did not decide it. It's the way it is fixed. So this is sir, this is C, and likewise this is France. France. Balance. Balance. Annonce. Annonce. Cinema, not kinema, but cinema. And you have cigarette, not cigarette, it's cigarette. So you're not putting the accent and yet it is like this. Another one is without sedyo is ko and with sedyo is so. Ko, so. Compose. Connaître, which is to know, a verb. Whereas for so, you have the sa sound here. For example, you have façon. Façon. I'm not saying facon. I'm saying façon, fashion or manner. I'm saying maçon, which is a mason or a bricklayer. I'm saying glaçon, not glacon. It's glaçon, which is ice cube. Another one is Q. Okay. So this is Q and this is su. Both the times you have U, but Q and su. Likewise, I already told you this word is culture. Please remember, it's not culture, it's culture. Culpable. Culpable means guilty. This one is su. Therefore, you have reçu. Reçu is a receipt, and placure. Placure, which is a placement. Any questions still here?
Oui, madame. Madame, you said, shall I ask?
Yes, yes, of course.
You said compose. So
Compose.
O and M is on.
That's
So,
why I said
ma'am,
compose.
You sounded M. You sounded M, but
Yeah.
is it like?
See, I can't say compose. Compose is not possible because when in a conversational flow, I'm bound to say compose. But agar ye OM in the end of a sentence of the word aata na, so in that it would have been on. Okay? Nasal.
Oh.
But because it is coming in the middle, I'm bound to pronounce it as compose. Okay?
Okay.
Voilà. Alors, maintenant, nous allons progresser. Vous avez la prononciation de ga. Okay? This G alphabet followed by A is pronounced as ga. So this one is garçon, as you pronounced it earlier, garçon. You have garage, right? Garage. This one is gare. So every time you have the ga sound here, which is a train station, okay? Gare. But on the other hand, you have GE, which is sounded as je, not as g, but as je. So you have to pronounce this as je, and likewise, this should be pronounced as
Genève.
Genève, that's right. Genève, not as Genève. Geneva is the city. It's pronounced as Genève. Try to pronounce this one.
Affichage.
That's right.
Affichage.
Affichage. Je. Affichage, which is the word for a display. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Ménage.
Ménage, household, and
Garage.
garage. So you notice that in the same word you have ga and then je, garage. Okay. Then you also have G, not gi, but G. Okay, so likewise, you should be saying what?
Biologie.
That's right. Also pay attention that this is not biology, it's biology, because in French it is always E only, it's never I. Okay, biology and
Giraffe.
giraffe. That's right. Okay, so now by this point, now you have a good idea that you just have to break and join the syllables. Thoda help ho raha hai yahan tak? Coming on to the further part, you have go. Okay, this is not jo, it's go. So this should be
Gobelet.
that's right. Gobelet. This is b, okay, not be. It's gobelet, 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 which is a disposable cup. And this is
Gomme.
gomme, which is an eraser. Gomme. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Gu. Okay, this has to be gu. So this should be
Aiguë.
aigu, which is acute. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Gue.
Gus. यहाँ पे ना S को sound करता है. This is a different word. Okay, just add it to your vocabulary. This is called gus, and the pronunciation is gus, the sir, and it means guy. Okay, voilà. Et oui, maintenant nous allons progresser. Vous savez, oui, une petite chose, a little kind of, general knowledge that you need to know, some words. So you have un gobelet, which is a plastic glass, which can be, disposable. Okay. You have une tasse. It's a cup, something in hard material. Ça, c'est une tasse. D'accord? Et voilà. Après ça, vous avez un verre. Un verre is a glass, not a cup. Okay. I'm coming on to further part, but before that, just taking a little pause. If you have any doubts, any questions, tell me. All good? Voilà, nous allons progresser maintenant. Donc, vous avez des combinaisons, okay, pour des voyelles et des consonnes. So some combinations of vowels and consonants together. So they are pronounced in a certain way. Okay, so let's check this out. And here what you have is, un instant, oui. So you have the combinations of EAU, AU, and AUX, right? This one here is pronounced in a certain way. EAU, AU, AUX, and also O. All of them are pronounced as O. Dekhne mein ye lagega U, O, and OX, but this is all O. So I want you to pronounce, Jasmeet, I want you to pronounce this word.
Bureau.
Bureau, which is an office or a desk. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Cadeau.
Cadeau. Also, this is not cadeau, it's cadeau. Okay, this is?
Bateau.
Bateau is a boat. Then?
Peau.
Peau, which means skin. Then?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Ua ka sound hai ye, aage aayega abhi. Au revoir, which means a way to say goodbye formally. Then?
Chaud.
Chaud. The D is silent. Chaud, which means hot. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Autobus.
Autobus, which is a bus. Then?
Pau.
Pau is a town in France. Okay, and whatever is a town or a city, I'm going to underline it. Okay, so Pau is a town. Then?
Bureau.
Bureau. Now notice that this was also bureau. This is also bureau. Why? Because AUX, it makes it plural, but it will remain same in the pronunciation form. Now, for those who are complete beginners and have no idea, absolutely no idea of French language, you will notice that it is through the articles or with the possessive adjectives or with the demonstrative adjectives that it is, determined whether you're saying singular or the plural form. But for that, you will obviously have to pursue your French course further. But for those who have this knowledge already, they will know that agar hum le laga dete hain, to it becomes les bureaux. And if we put le bureau, it is singular, right? Le bureau singular, les bureau plural. Okay, pronunciation is same. Similarly, le cadeau and les cadeaux, plural, gifts. Le bateau, singular, a boat, the boat, sorry, and les bateaux, the boats, plural, right? But it doesn't mean that whatever words have an X in the end are just plural. For example, you have the name of a city. Now, this is nothing related to a plural noun, but this is pronounced as, just me?
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. That's right. Bordeaux, which is a city in France. Now, I'm coming on to the next one. Is a nasal sound of It's It's actually more like a open okay, So likewise, this is EN, AN, and EM and AM. These 4 sounds are going to be So Jasmeet, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Argent.
Argent, which means money or silver. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Dent.
Dent, which means a tooth. Then
Envelope.
not envelope, but it is envelope. Envelope. Okay. Then
Enfant.
enfant, which is a child. Okay. Then you have AN. This is a city name in France. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Orléans.
Orléans. Okay. Next one.
Rouen.
No. Rouen.
Rouen.
Rouen. Yes. Rouen is another city in France. Then enfant is
Enfant.
repeated. I'll just remove that. It's repeated. Okay. Enfant. But yeah, actually it was because of and the second okay. So yeah, let it remain. Then next one.
Elephant.
Elephant. Also notice everyone here, this is not elephant. It's not elephant. It's elephant. So both the times you have elephant. Okay. Elephant, which is an elephant. And then
Emphase.
yeah, emphase. Ka sound hai. This is emphase, which is an emphasis, laying emphasis on something. Then
Empreinte.
empreinte. EIN is the A sound. Empreinte.
Empreinte.
Yes, it's not empreinte, it's empreinte, which is an imprint. Then
Tempête.
tempête. Pet, bet, tet, tempête. Right? So when you have some, accents to थोड़े से confusing अगर लगते हैं या कोई भी sounds which ever seem confusing, keep one example in mind. Try pronouncing that and likewise pronounce the next one, the new word that is in front of you. Okay? Then qu'est-ce que c'est?
Tambour.
Tambour is a drum, and then
Jambe.
jambe, which is a leg, and then
Chambre.
chambre is a bedroom. Alors, maintenant, nous allons progresser et je vais demander à Mayuri. Nous avons la prononciation de on. Listen, everyone, very carefully before I proceed. This is on, previous for EN, AN, EM, and AM. These are on, open sound, okay? Whereas the one that you have next is ON and OM. This is on. It's a closed sound, right? And likewise, this one is Lion. It's not Lion, it's Lion. Very minor difference, but important, right? Alors, c'est Lion. Mayuri, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Dijon.
Dijon. Dijon. Je ka sound देंगे please. Dijon.
Dijon.
Okay, so yeah, you have Lyon, which is a city in France. Then you have Dijon, which is also a city in France. Qu'est-ce que c'est, Mayuri?
Pantalon.
So no, just a second. What did I just teach you? AN is the sound of?
Pantalon.
Yes. So this should become?
Pantalon.
That's right. Pantalon. 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 Okay?
Pantalon.
Which is trousers. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Menton.
So again, menton. Listen. Menton. Menton. Say that, menton.
Menton.
Yes, so this is and this is open, closed. Menton. That's a chin. Yeah. Then, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Non.
No. So no in French is called no. Okay, nasal sound. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. So you don't say bonjour, it's bonjour. Okay.
Bonjour.
After that, yeah, you have this word. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Ombre.
Ombre. Ombre, not ombre, but ombre. And that's why I said compose earlier, Jayanjali. I said compose, right? Compose. And then ombre. Then, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Omelette.
Omelette. Omelette. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Omniprésent.
Omniprésent. Yeah, here is here is on. Okay, I hope it's clear for everyone. Any questions at this stage? Nous progressons alors maintenant. Oui.
I have a question.
Oui, s'il vous
I
plaît.
have a question.
Yes, please.
Like it's in Grenoble, en is there, so it should be Grenoble or
So
not?
good question. I'll just write the word over here, but I'll erase it later. So this doesn't fall in this category. See, I'll tell you why Grenoble and not Grenoble. The simple reason is that, see, remember that I told you a while ago that you'll have to identify the syllables. Identifying the syllables and words is also a task which needs practice. So I told you that the first syllable is gr, second syllable is no, and the third is blur. Now it's not that this is not some information that you would find somewhere. It is only a trainer that can guide you, that someone can guide you through this. And it is only through listening natives that you can do this. So because I have listened to a lot of natives and I know that they pronounce it as Grenoble, and that is the reason I am telling you that ye iske syllables हैं, and so you have to pronounce it like this. Okay. It could have been Grenoble because you see that oh hai isme to, but then it's not. So apart from the pronunciation lesson that is being given to you, it is also important to notice that how the natives pronounce it, because obviously language is not being created. Language is already created, but you are just learning it. Okay. I
Okay.
hope that's
And
clear.
similarly,
Yeah.
yes, similarly in nouns, like we have onons, it is
Announce.
an, so it can be an is
That also.
onons.
Again, no.
An
It's
is
not like
on.
it can be this or it can be that also. See, pronunciation wise, I'll tell you, there's only one pronunciation, one fixed pronunciation. Accents can be many. Accents as in, the French accent or the Canadian accent or, the Belgian accent or the Swiss accent. It can be many, but the pronunciation is only one. So it's not like, okay, if I identify that this is one syllable and no, it is not that way. The first syllable is just this ah in itself. And then the next one is notes, notes. So I understand this kind of a
Okay.
struggle, especially for absolute beginners. I completely get that, but this will come with practice. Okay, this will also come with listening.
Fine.
Okay, more questions?
Okay. Thank
Voilà.
you.
Je vais progresser. Oui, de rien. Je vais progresser maintenant. Vous
No,
avez la
thank you.
prononciation. OK. Vous avez la prononciation de ER. OK. And also you have EZ, ET, ER, EZ, ET. These three are pronunciations of A. A as in English ka first alphabet A. So this should be? Parler. Yes, parler. So you have the A in the end, parler. To speak. This is?
Visiter.
Visiter. The next one is?
Chanter.
Chanter. A. This one is?
Arriver.
Arrive. Also, for those who think it is arrive, just please go on mute, everyone. Requesting you to go on mute. So yeah, this is not arrive, it's arrive. I told you it's E long. Okay, arrive, so it is to arrive. Voila. Coming on to the further one, you have EZ and ET. EZ ke liye, you have this word. Qu'est-ce que c'est? So this is pronounced as nave. Yeah, names and nose. Yes. Next one is she.
She.
She is a preposition which means at the place of. She. Next one, assez. Assez means sufficient or enough. Then you have the ET sound, for which you have chalet. Chalet is a cottage. Then you have châtelet. Châtelet is a small castle. And you have crochet. Crochet, which is a hook. Next is the sound of EI and AI. So these two sounds will be those of ए. थोड़ा सा difference है, ये A होता है, ये ए होता है. Again, जैसे मैंने accents में बताया था. This is A, this is ए. So this is for snow. How do you pronounce this?
Neige.
Right? Neige. That's right. So it's the ए sound. Okay, neige, neige. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Beige.
Beige. Right. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Eiffel.
Eiffel. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Rien.
No. Reine. Queen. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Frais, which means fresh, cool, or also for fee that you pay. Then
lait,
which means milk. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
May.
May, which is the month of May. Okay, so slight difference. A, halka sa difference hai dono mein, okay. Come on to the next one is IER is the pronunciation of EA. If it comes at the end of a word, EA. Okay, try pronouncing this. Anyone can respond.
Charpentier.
Char again. Char.
Charpentier.
Yeah, so it's also about see, because words in French are a combination of different syllables. You have to identify all of them. So don't miss out and mostly yahi EN wala hi miss out hota hai. I understand that. Please make sure that you identify them correctly. So you have charpentier. Charpentier is a carpenter. Next one.
Papier.
No.
Papier.
Papier. Break it down. Pa. Okay, and then second syllable is pied. Papier, which is paper. Next one.
Cavalier.
Cavalier. Cavalier. Again, ka is the first syllable, va is the second syllable, and lier is the third syllable. So see, this comes with practice, I understand. But English ki pronunciation mat isme interfere karne dijiye, because a ka sound a hi rahega. It's never a. Okay. Second thing, identifying the syllables. This is something very few students are taught. This is a technique that I myself found out. Literally never got guided by anyone, but that's how it always works. Okay, so this is ka, this is va, and this is lier, cavalier, which is a horseman. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Aviator.
A is the first syllable, then you have va, avier is a sink. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Atelier.
Atelier is a workshop. Ok? Alors, maintenant, vous avez une prononciation extrêmement très importante, very important pronunciation of GN, GNE. GN and GNE is the sound of near. Okay, near ka sound hota hai ye. And please notice that there is no g sound in this. There's no g here. Likewise, this should be
Polonia.
Polonia. Polonia is Poland. Next one.
Compagnie. Compagnie.
Yes, Compagne. A ka sound hai Compagne. That is a countryside. Next one. This should be Champagne. Yeah, CH is the sound of sh. So Compagne and then Champagne. Champagne is the champagne. Okay. Then next one.
Allemagne.
Allemagne is Germany. Okay. Next one.
Espagne.
Espagne. Yes, Espagne is Spain. Right. Next one.
Lasagna.
Lasagna is your Italian dish. Next one.
Avignon.
Avignon. Ka sound hai. Avignon is a region in France. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oui.
Épinay.
This is
Épinay.
This one is Perpignan. Perpignan. 3 syllables. Perpignan. OK? Voilà. Maintenant, vous avez la prochaine prononciation, the next pronunciation, that of IN. Sorry, this one. IN. And you have IM. Yeah, these two. IN and IM. These are two sounds of un. Please pronounce with me un. Okay, so you have the sound of likewise, this should be matin. This is the word for morning. Matin. Also, this is not it's a. Matin. Matin is morning. Next one. Lapin is a rabbit. Then
And
is a word for India, country. This one.
Wimpe.
No, this is not im. There's no im. There's Campe. I am is and er is a. So you've got to say Campe. Campe is a region in France as well, city, town. Then next one.
Impatient.
This is impatient.
Impatient.
Impatient. Impatient. Next
Okay.
one.
Impossible.
Oui, impossible. Next one.
Simple.
Simple. Right. AIN, AIM also. These are the sounds of So likewise, this should be
Tron.
train, train.
Tra.
This is
Pa.
Pa.
which is bread. Then
Copa.
Copa.
copain is for a boyfriend. Then this is
Dama.
Dama.
demain, which means tomorrow. Next one.
Pa.
Fan.
Fin means hunger. Okay. Next one is EIN and EIM. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Plein.
Plein, which means full. This one is slightly tricky. Try this. This is a city in France.
Grand.
So here the S is sounded. I've not made it red. You have to sound it as Reims. Say that. Reims.
Rans.
Reims. Okay, this is a city in France. It's thoda tricky here. This is how the natives pronounce it. It's pronounced as Reims. Reims. Also from the throat. So Reims. Okay, this was the city in France wherein I lived. Voilà. Maintenant, vous savez E. This is the sound. EU को देखेंगे, देख के लगता है U होगा शायद. जैसे कि neurology in English, but it's not. It's completely different. It is pronounced as This should be not few, but
Fur.
fur is a fire. Then
Blur.
blue. Then
Fur.
fur, nerve. Okay, next one is nerve, which means 9 or new. Okay, then next one,
Meuble.
meuble, which is furniture. Next one,
Doctor.
doctor. Then
Doctor.
Professor.
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 Also, not professor, professor. Yeah, not professor or not professor. It's professor. Ka sound hai ye. Then
Chauffeur.
Chauffeur.
then
Jeune.
Jeune.
then
Jen.
Chaleur.
chaleur is that.
Chaleur.
And
Périgueux.
Périgueux. Périgueux. Périgueux bolte hain, c'est Périgueux. Périgueux is a region in France. Okay. All right. You have the UI sound, that of we. Okay. We. So yes ko bhi we bola jata hai. U. Or U is U and UI is we. So it becomes like a combination. It becomes a we, which is yes. Then qu'est-ce que c'est?
Puis.
Puis. The S is silent and you say then. Okay. Then qu'est-ce que c'est?
Cuisine.
Cuisine.
But so here it is cuisine. It's not cuisine. It's cuisine. Try this. Cuisine. This is kitchen. The word for
Cuisine.
kitchen, or it is also it is for the type of dish, as in la cuisine indienne, la cuisine française. Then next one.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Oui. Next one.
Oui.
Wheat.
Wheat. Okay. Wheat. Here the H is silent. Wheat. 8. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Bruit.
Bruit is a
Bruit.
noise. Okay. Then OI is the sound of wa. Wa. देखने में ओई लग रहा है, but it is wa. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Voiture.
Voiture.
Voiture. Yes. Voiture is a word for car. Then
Soir.
soir. Then
Voix.
voir. And then
Choix.
soir. And then
Croissant.
croissant is a French pastry. And then
Poitiers.
Voiture.
Poitiers. IER, I told you, IER is the sound of EA. So it becomes a Poitiers. Poitiers. You have 2 syllables literally. Poi, this is the first syllable, and the second is Tiers. Poitiers. That's a city in France. You have OU, which is the sound of OU. Okay, so likewise, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Boutique.
Boutique, which is a showroom. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Cou.
OU is the neck. Then
Bouche.
bouche is mouth. Then
Jour.
jour is a day. Then
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
bonjour is for hi, hello, good morning. Then
Soup.
soup for soup. Then
Toulouse.
Toulouse is the city in France. And then
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. Strasbourg. Okay, that's another city in France. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Tours.
Tours. The S is not sounded. Tours. Okay, that is also a city in France. Okay, Tours. Voila. little bit work more remaining. So CH is show. You have sha. Okay, so this is
chapeau,
then this one.
chocolat,
Chocolat.
Then
chaleur,
Chaleur.
and
Chirurgie.
so you have
Chirurgie.
chirurgie. Chirurgie. That's a surgery. TCH is cho. So this is chow. Okay. This is
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
ketchup. The same pronunciation, ketchup. And then
Mud.
mash. Yes, similar. Okay. Then you have IEN sound. Ian. Bien. This is
Me.
rien,
Rien.
Rien.
Rien. This is
chien,
chien. This is
indien,
Indien.
no, not at all. No, absolument pas. C'est ian. IEN is the sound of ian. Try again. Yes.
Indien.
Andien. That's right.
Indien.
Andien. Yes, Andien, which is the masculine nationality for Indian. Je suis Andien bolte hain males. And then, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Canadien.
Canadien. Canadien. That's Canadian male
Canadien.
nationality. Voilà. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Adrien.
Adrien. That's a male name for in French. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
soutien,
Soutien. That is a support as a noun. Support. And then
musicien,
musicien.
Musicien.
So male musician. That's right. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ien. IENN is ien. Therefore, this is
indien,
not
Indian.
Indian. It's
Andien.
Andien. Andien. Alors, répétez avec moi. Andien.
Andien.
And
Andien.
Andien.
Yes, Andien.
Andien.
indien,
Okay. Andien male, Andien female. Then similarly, Canadien and
Canadian.
canadien,
Canadien.
Canadienne. N. Okay. Then you have this musicien and
musicienne,
musicienne. That's right, a female musician. Then you have QUE curve. Therefore, this is
boutique,
boutique showroom. Then
musique,
Musique.
musique. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Roquefort.
Oui, Roquefort. Roquefort is a type of cheese in France. It's very famous. It's the blue cheese. Roquefort. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Opaque.
opaque,
Opaque.
Opaque.
Don't forget the other pronunciations and the other sounds and the syllables, okay? So this is opaque. Then
fantastique,
fantastique. Fantastic is fantastic, okay? Then you have a ka sound. When you say English में uncle जब आप बोलते हैं ना तो का आवाज आता है. So this is uncle. This is
Brown.
brown color for masculine. Then
commun,
commun, which is for
Commun.
color, okay,
Commun.
masculine form, okay, and then
lundi,
this is for Monday,
Lundi.
lundi. Yes, then
Parfum.
parfum,
parfum is a perfume. Then
Forum.
forain,
forain is a platform
Forain.
of discussion. Okay, forain. Now you have UNE, which is the sound of une. Okay, so ium. Okay, so or une. So you have this. Try this.
brune,
Brune. So you had brun and you have brune now. So brune. Now the thing is that this is for male nouns and this is for male, color, and the masculine feminine form is brune. You have commun, which is common, and you have then feminine form
commune,
commune, which is common feminine adjective. It could also be a community or a town. Okay, commune. Alors maintenant, qu'est-ce que c'est?
fortune,
Fortune is luck. Then
tribune,
tribune is a
Tribune.
platform or a podium. Okay, next.
lune,
Lune.
Lune is the moon. Then
costume,
Costume.
Milk sound. And then
plume,
Plume.
plume is a feather and
volume,
volume.
Volume.
Voilà. Then you have TION. You also have SION and XION sounds. Double SION also in here. So these are sion and zion sounds. Sion, zion. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
attention,
Attention.
Attention. That is to say warning or attention. Then
Tradition.
Tradition, then
Nation.
nation, oui, then
Nation.
Solution.
Solution.
solution, then
Question.
Question.
not question, it's question. Listen to me very carefully. When you have
Question.
Q, when you have the alphabet U coming after Q, the U is silent. So it's not que, it's que. Question. Say that. Question.
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 Then
Situation.
situation, oui. Then
Ambition.
Ambition.
ambition. Ambition. Then
Education.
éducation. Éducation. Then
Constitution.
constitution. Voilà. Then
Revolution.
Revolution.
révolution. Révolution. Then
Resolution.
résolution. And then
Pronunciation.
so you have prononciation. Prononciation. Say that.
Pronunciation.
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 Oui. And next one.
Salutation.
Salutation. Voilà. Très bien. Maintenant, vous avez X-I-O-N ou S-I-O-N, S-S-I-O-N and all of these. So yeah, try this. Connexion. Connexion. Say that.
Connexion.
Connexion.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Réflexion.
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 Voilà. C'est quoi?
Suspension.
Suspension.
Non. Non.
Suspension.
Non. Again. Suspension. On का sound भी है ना? So you have to say on here. Suspension. Okay. Now, also, I told you जो मैंने और on का difference बताया था, so I just included it here only. How do you pronounce this?
Marron.
Marron.
Okay, so this is the color maroon, whereas this one is
Marron.
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 So you have, listen to me very carefully. You have un marron. You have un marron. Marron, marron. Marron, marron. Marron is the color maroon, whereas marron is the adjective for funny. So very tiny bit of difference, but you have to pay attention. Similarly, qu'est-ce que c'est? This should be
Passion.
passion. That's right. And the next one?
Passion again.
Passion. No, not again. This is not the same. Passion. Passion. Right or not? Passion. Passion. So you have to again pay attention. ये वाला difference बहुत importance रखता है French में. Okay. Then meanings तो same ही है जैसे English में है आपके. Okay. Then come on to this one. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Confession.
Confession. Confession. Okay. Not confess. It's not confession. It's confession. Okay.
Confession.
Oui. Et qu'est-ce que c'est?
Description.
Oui. Et qu'est-ce que c'est?
Expression.
Oui, expression. Voilà. Maintenant, vous avez S-I-O-N, which is zion. Zion. So try to say this.
Explosion.
Explosion.
Explosion, not zion. It's zion. Explosion. See that? Explosion.
Explosion.
Qu'est-ce que
Explosion.
c'est?
Télévision.
Télévision.
Télé. Oui, télévision. Télévision. Et voilà. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Conclusion. Voilà. Maintenant, vous avez il and e. Now here it is e. Well, you know, you have two types, I-double-L, I-double-L-E. यहाँ पे भी यही लिखा है. But in this case, the l is not pronounced. Here the l is pronounced. So you have to pay attention how it is done. Okay. So L is not pronounced वाले cases. ये याद करना पड़ता है. Each time you come across a new word like this, you have to memorize the word. So this one is not feel, but it is fee. Now, I did not decide it. It's just the way it is in language. And once this word was introduced to me when I was learning, I just, kind of adopted it like this, and I just memorized it. So I never argued why. So this is fille, which is for girl or daughter. Similarly, I was introduced the word famille, and the same way I adopted it. And so I said famille. Okay, family ke liye. Gorille and cheville. Gorille is a gorilla and cheville is an ankle. Right? Whereas when I was introduced words with il, for example, ville, or the word like mille, ville is city and mille is, your 1,000, the number 1,000. So I never kind of, tried to oppose it. I always pronounced it as this. One reason I also found why this is done is because, you have this word V, which means life. So if you pronounce this as V, people might be confused and V life say, okay? Whereas also if you kind of say this as mieux, then that is M-I-E-U-X, mieux, which is a word for better. That's an adverb. So, instead of kind of confusing others with the pronunciation of, V and mieux, I kind of avoid this and this goes away, and hence I'm left with ville and mille. The lo is sounded. So each time you're introduced a new word which contains the I-double-L sound, you have to memorize it. I hope that is clear. Now, last few sounds, you have AIL, which is the sound of I. Okay, I, as in travail, work, as a noun, my work, mon travail. I in itself is a word also, it means garlic. You have corail. Corail is a word for coral. You have another word called funérailles. Funérailles, which means funeral. You have another word, vitrail. Vitrail is a stained glass window. And then there is I. This is I. This is I. E. Okay, I. This is paille, which is a straw. This is paille, which is a fault. I hope that is clear. If you have any questions, ask me. All good. You have œil. Œil is the sound of E-I-L. Par exemple, soleil. Soleil is for sun. So it's not soleil, it's soleil is the word for sun. You have conseil. Conseil is a word for advice. Okay. You have pareil. Pareil is a word for similar. And you have sommeil. Sommeil, word for sleep. And you have E-I-L-L-E is œil. So, no, sorry, E. It's like abeille. Yes, it's like abeille, œil. So you were saying soleil, okay? And also you have œil, again, similar, but the words are different. So you have abeille, which is a bee. Corbeille. Corbeille is for a basket. Oreille. Oreille is an ear. Bouteille. Bouteille is a bottle. All good? Any questions in this? So obviously memorize karna padega. Recording bhi ho rahi hai. This will be sent to all of you. Okay. Then you have T ka sound is always soft t, as in tabla. It is never t. It's never like in tomato in English. It is always tomat. Tomat, the t sound. Table, t, not t. The sound, soft sound as in my name, Divya. It's not d as in drum. So do, that is back. Doot is a doubt. The, as in the word tooth. The. S, when it comes somewhere in the middle, is pronounced as z. For example, in the word zoom. So this should be pronounced as, anyone can try? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Poison.
Poison. Not poison, it's poison. 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 Z ka sound de rahe hain. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Desert.
Désert. Désert is a desert. Okay. This is sir. Double S is sir. When it comes somewhere in the middle of a word, it is sounded as sir, as in the word sun in English. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Poisson.
No.
Poisson.
Poisson. Listen. Poison. Listen very carefully. I am saying poison. And now I'm saying poisson. You notice the difference? Poisson. This one. Poison. Poison is poison. Poisson is fish. Okay. Désert and qu'est-ce que c'est? Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Dessert.
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 Désert and dessert. Désert, dessert. Okay, so dessert is a dessert, Sahara dessert, and dessert is a sweet dish. So again, the z and s sound. These are very important sounds to be taken care of. You have et then. Et. So again, soft sound as in tabla, the baguette. Brunette, woman with dark brown hair. Roulette is a wheel. Violette, violet color, the feminine form. Okay. And then you have je. This is not je, it is not z, it is not ye. Okay, it's je, je. It is different from English and Hindi sounds that you usually have. But English, you have a word called television. English में television बोलते हैं ना इसको. Je का आवाज आता है ना जो ये वो वाला je है. For example, je pronoun I. The pronoun that you have for first person singular. This is es. If it is coming in the end of the word, it is sounded as a. It is not sounded as a, just like I told you this. Qu'est-ce que c'est? How do you pronounce this word, please?
Nantes.
Nantes. That's right. Nantes. Next one.
Rennes.
Rennes. Then
Cannes.
and
Limoges.
Limoges. So you're not saying Nantes, you're not saying Rennes, you're not saying Cannes, and you're not saying Limoges. It's a only. Right? You should know that the K alphabet is not native to French. जितना भी borrowed words होते हैं ना उनमें होता है French में जैसे kilo, kilometre, klaxon, that's a horn, and you have TK. So K is not a word from French origin. Okay, it comes from other languages. Similarly, W, if you find a W in French somewhere in the word, it is also again because it is a borrowed word from a different language. For example, Wi-Fi, WC, that is a water closet, English word here, and web design, all these words are taken from English. So K and W are not French origin words. Some exceptions in pronunciation. People ask me कि इसका last ये वाला word क्यों pronounce किया या इसकी ये वाली pronunciation अलग क्यों है जैसे कि this word is monsieur. It's not monsieur, it's monsieur. Monsieur, monsieur. So it's not on here. Similarly, this word is called fils. It's not called fil, it's called fils, and it's the word for son, fils. L is silent, S is sounded. Another is March ke liye, you say mars. A lot of people pronounce it as mar, but wrong hai. It's mars. So again, the S is sounded. August in French is called août. Instead of pronouncing it as aou, it's août. A silent, T pronounced, août. 8 in French is called huit. The H is silent and the T is sounded. Instead of pronouncing it as oui, you're going to say it as huit. This bus in French is called bus. Instead of saying bu, you're saying bus. Similarly, you have another word here, but. You don't say bu, it's a but. But means goal. A lot of students mispronounce it as bu, but it is but, a word for goal. And next one is goose. Goose is a word for a guy, and the S is sounded. Last is internet. It is not internet, it's internet. The T is sounded. I hope that's clear. Any questions here? Anyone? That's it. So towards the end of this lesson now, I have added some 2 reading exercises for reading out loud. Okay, you will go through these. You can stand in front of the mirror and you can kind of, read them and check if the pronunciation is according to the syllables I gave you. And wherever you will have any questions, any doubts, you can send me a message via WhatsApp or an audio. Even if you want to record yourself reading out an entire paragraph out of these 2 or both of them, that's completely fine. You can send it to me on WhatsApp as an audio and I can give you my feedback. I can give you the correction here. Right? So these are 2 little paragraphs that I have added. This is the first one, Les 4 saisons. The second one is Le Voyage. Okay, try to kind of record yourself, but before that, obviously, you will need a revision. Aisa mat karna ki directly you start reading them out and sab kuch messed up. So please make sure you go through the recording, you go through the notes once, and then after that, you kind of try to work on this. And then you also have some homework for pronunciation practice, for which I have added these videos. So you can make your notes out of them. You have the concept of la liaison. French R pronunciation का मैंने बहुत brief सा एक idea आपको दिया है, but you will have to go through some more practice at your own end. So please do watch the videos, okay? What alphabets are kept silent, what not to pronounce, etc. All of these things will be included in the rest of the videos. And by the end of all of these resources, please make sure that you do visit these resources. Don't ignore them because they include a lot of useful information for you. And further, last thing that I've added in this document is La Carte Géographique de France, because in this document, I included the city names, a lot of city names. So you can just try to look at the map of France. That is just some additional knowledge that you can work on. And so you can spot those cities, the names here in the map, and that's it. Voila. So now if someone has a question or doubt to ask me, please let me know. C'est tout? Ok, donc je pense que ce sera tout pour aujourd'hui et il faut que je termine avec ça. Does anyone have question? I believe someone unmuted.
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's it, fine. All right, so avec ça, il faut que je termine maintenant. Ok, merci de votre
Madame?
participation, merci beaucoup. Oui, Jasmine, vous avez quelque chose à dire?
I have a doubt apart from this for the two.
Okay.
When do we pronounce two, tooth, tooth?
Good question. Good question. So you have T-O-U-T, you have
Yeah.
T-O-U-T-E, pardon, O-U-T-E, then you have T-O-U-S, and you have T-O-U-T-E-S. These are 4 types, and all of these mean all and everything. Inka meaning hai. There's a video also that I will attach in this document itself for your help, but okay, I'll just explain the concept. Tu, tooth, tu, tooth. Listen, this is tu, the T is not sounded. This is tooth, the th is sounded. This is tu, the S is not sounded, but in some cases this S is sounded. It is pronounced as tus also in some cases. And then you have tooth. This S is never sounded, tooth. Now, the thing is that this tu, it is used for masculine singular nouns when you want to say all or everything. This tooth is used for feminine singular nouns when you want to say all or everything. This tu is used for masculine plural nouns when you want to say all or everything. And this tooth is used for feminine plural nouns when you want to say all or everything. Meaning is the same, but it is dependent on whether you are using it with a masculine noun or a feminine noun or a singular or a plural noun. So basically gender and number. Let me give you some examples. Tu le travail, tu le travail, as in all the work. Now, all the work is le travail, masculine noun. And that is why I have used a masculine singular form here, tout le travail. But if I want to say all day long, so I will say toute la journée. Toute la journée means all day long. Journée is a feminine noun. I'm saying la, all day long. Now, similarly, TOUS, TOUS. So, tous les jours, this everyone knows, tous les jours means, literally it means all the days, and it means every day, and it can mean daily. Okay, so tous les jours, because jour is feminine, sorry, masculine, and it is plural, so tout, plural ke liye you're using tout. And you have toutes. So for example, toutes, T-O-U-T-E-S, toutes les filles, all the girls. So girl hai, feminine, and also you're using it in the plural form. So toutes les filles. You can't say tous les filles. You have to say toutes les filles, right? So this is how you use it. Now, one thing that I have to tell you about TOUS. So TOUS, in some cases, S is pronounced. So I'll tell you, S is pronounced wala case. S is pronounced when TOUS is in the end of the sentence. So, for example, you might have heard bonjour à tous. Bonjour à tous. So, tous, you're saying tous for the simple reason that tous is coming in the end of the sentence. So, that's the only case wherein the S is sounded in tous. Okay. But if it is coming somewhere in the middle of the sentence, sorry, I misspelled that. So, when it is coming in the middle of a sentence, okay, for example, tous les jours, je vais au parc. So I'm not saying tous les jours, I'm saying tous les jours, je vais au parc. Okay, so here the S is not pronounced. There you go. So this was the first case and that was the second case. I hope that is clear.
And it doesn't make a difference if after to is used verb or adjective. Then also.
No. Nothing like that. Okay, I'll also add one more link here so that you can go through some more examples related to this.
Yeah.
Voilà. Any other questions, anyone?
There is
Yes, please.
similar word called plu and like
Mm.
plu and plus.
That's right.
So sometimes it is pronounced plus and sometimes
It
is
has
pronounced
three.
plu.
It has three pronunciations actually. This one has three pronunciations. One is plu, second is plus, third is plus, z and s. Plus. इसके लिए ना मैं पूरा document ही जो मेरे पास बना हुआ है, I'll just directly open that so that I don't have to waste time typing, but I'll just open that. Okay, so the pronunciation of plu, plus, and plus. Just let me show you some examples here. Alors, c'est le document. I'll also add all of these there. Okay. So you have these sentences here. Okay. See, एक तो होता है कि जब liaison हो रहा है, liaison के time पे you will already have to say Paul est le plus intelligent because here the vowel is coming. This is a consonant. So anyway, it is going to be plus intelligent de la classe. Paul est le plus intelligent de la classe. So Paul is the most intelligent in class. But here, tu n'en veux plus. Tu n'en veux plus. Negation में अभी नीचे rules आएंगे. I'll explain you those. Negation में जब हम sentence बोल रहे होते हैं that you don't want any more of it. You don't want. Negation है. In such case, you have to put it plus. Negation है तो आप negative मतलब subtract कर देते हैं s को. It's just as simple as that. Like मेरा जो rule रहा है इसको याद रखने का वो ये है कि if I'm using it in a negative sentence, I will subtract the s. So tu n'en veux plus. You don't want more of it. Okay, so I can show you some rules here. Or pronounce plus quand la phrase est négative. This is exactly what I told you. Quand la phrase est négative. When the sentence is negative, we pronounce plus. Je ne veux plus de café. I will not say plus de café because I'm using negation. Je ne veux plus de café. I don't want more of coffee. Or je n'en veux plus. Je n'en veux plus, not plus. So I'm saying that I don't want more of it. And il n'y en a plus. Il n'y en a plus. There is no more of it. Moi non plus. Moi non plus means me neither. Okay, so every time I'm saying plus. So then if there is a word that is starting with a consonant after this, then it has to have z. Plus. Plus un navire. Plus un. I'm only focusing on the pronunciation, mind you. I'm not focusing on the meaning right now because this is a pronunciation lesson. You'll have to use the dictionary later on. Okay, I'll send the document. Il n'y a plus à s'inquiéter. Il n'y a plus à s'inquiéter. Z का sound आ रहा है यहाँ पे. Je ne veux plus une seule remarque de votre part. Je ne veux plus une seule remarque de votre part. But we pronounce plus when you're doing a comparison. Dans une comparaison, quand l'adjectif qui suit commence par une consonne. So अगर कोई आपके पास comparison है and अगर consonant के start होने वाला adjective है उसके बाद आ रहा है जब, for example, grand is starting with a consonant, तो यहाँ पे आप इसको plus बोलेंगे, plus नहीं बोलेंगे. Il est plus grand que moi. He is taller than me. Comparison हो रहा है. Julie est plus petite. Oui.
Sorry.
Yes, please. Sure. Tell me.
In the point B, why is it written PLY?
Plus. It's plus. It's not pli. Please don't mispronounce. Okay. ये actually एक वो है phonetic है. Okay. इसका phonetic representation है, but it is plus. Okay. Yes. So you have Julie est plus petite que Pierre. Julie is smaller as in tinier or maybe shorter. Okay. Plus petite que Pierre or younger also in that sense. Okay. Then, mais quand le mot suivant commence par une voyelle, but अगर आप comparison भी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन if your adjective is starting with a vowel or if it is starting with an H mute, तो उस case में आपका liaison हो जाता है. So you have le dauphin est plus intelligent que le mouton. The dolphin is more intelligent than the sheep. Paul est plus habile de sa main droite. Habile means able, skillful. Paul est plus habile de sa main droite, as in he is more able, as in more skillful with his right hand. Main is hand. Dans les autres cas, on prononce plus. Other cases, je dors plus que toi. Je dors plus que toi. I sleep more than you. Or j'en veux plus. I want more of it. Plus. So you're not doing it in negation. You're saying more of it. I want more. So you're adding the S. Un peu plus. Again, you're adding because you want more. Un peu plus means a little bit more, s'il vous plaît. Parler deux langues étrangères, c'est en plus. To speak two foreign languages, it's a plus, it's a forte, it's a plus as in it's a strength. Ce livre est en plus. Ce livre est en plus. This book is extra. And then you have ne plus et souvent prononcé plus. Sometimes plus में ल को भी silent कर देते हैं, but वहां तक अभी ना जाइए, please. This we will take up later sometime, okay? So y'en a plus, y'en a plus. This is more like a slang that the French natives say, okay? So y'en a plus as in there's no more of it, okay? So that's the only thing I'll explain for now. Voilà. So I'll add the link to this here, okay? And I hope that was helpful. And I need to end now. I absolutely need to, okay? If you will have any other questions, you can also write to me on WhatsApp. I can get back to you via a text or a voice note to explain, or maybe share some notes or some videos that could be helpful for your doubts, okay? Voilà, alors, merci beaucoup pour votre participation à ce cours et je vous souhaite
Merci
une
beaucoup,
excellente
madame.
soirée. Oui, ok, j'espère que vous avez aimé, vous avez bien appris. I hope that it was helpful. Et voilà, à la prochaine, ok? Et oui, au revoir.
Merci beaucoup,
Merci
madame.
beaucoup.
Merci.
Au revoir, au revoir.
Merci.